So, how are we doing on money? We have 1,200. Do we want to pick up expertise in anything right now? Frost Expert makes a degree of sense. That gives us access to water walking. However, I'm going to make the attempt. Now that I understand the game better, I don't want to use as much crazy cheese as I used in my last playthrough. My intention is not to use water walking to trivialize the game. That is not my intention here. The early game, we can now use water walking. I don't want to use it to just pull all of the melee enemies to the shoreline and kill them that way. It would work reasonably well here. It would obviously not be perfect because there are, ranged attackers. And generally, it's a weaker strategy than it used to be because I believe all of the world map areas, I believe all of the enemies have ranged attacks. I believe that was a change that was made about, halfway through my run. After the point where it was no longer relevant for this, but it has implications in this kind of scenario. I think I actually might want to go save rather than... Yeah, I'm going to go save again. We are getting close to being able to do what I'd like. I think we should be far enough away now. So yes, we have some enemies. These are probably from the bridge, right? The pack that attacked us there is probably all just from that bridge. So, we can save the game here. Do we want to just go to the bridge now? Let's take a look at the bridge. We're not going to the bridge yet. The bridge is way more viable now. I think I'm going to pull these to the castle. So, these are going to come with me to the castle. We will clear them out as best we can. And once we've cleared these out, we'll have the bridge cleared. We'll have access to the items at the bridge and the money at the bridge. Which, weirdly, the money is almost more of an important component for me right now. Okay, that's done. That's done. We got a ring. That's very, very useful because it's almost certainly enchanted, and it's probably not going to be usable until I get Master Identify or some bullshit. So that'll be great. Okay, we have a shit ton of enemies here, who we can, I think, technically hit through this wall. This wall is really weird, actually. I don't know what's going on with this wall. I'm just going to keep hitting them through this wall. This is fine. I didn't say I wasn't going to use any cheese. I said I was going to use the most extreme of cheese. This at least requires actual positioning. And, appropriate play. Whereas the water stuff is like, find a pool of water, stand on the pool of water, profit, I am gonna just hit these for a while. I need to regenerate some HP. I can't afford to just jump out there yet. Why am I not able to heal when it first ticks up? Because obviously, I should be able to heal right now, and I can, but sometimes I can't heal even after it gets to the next tick. So even when I'm at 3, I can't heal, which is weird. Like right now I should be able to heal, and now I can, but I couldn't just... I wonder what this one is. I wonder if it's maybe only fully registering it after the 5-second ticks. Oh shit, we just got into the green. Oh, we cleared that faster than I anticipated. Nice. So, we're at 6,500. We have the ability to train to the next level again, which is great. Hey, Rock. Let's see here. And we're in pretty decent shape right now. We can use this castle as a place to... base of operations to fight from. We have another broadsword. So this is a broadsword of speed. Broadsword of speed is not... Interesting. So this is an item that I could use Vampiric on, because the electrical damage slot here is thinger. But and do I want to do that? I really wish that I had more skill points to play with. Do you need to do anything other than... I don't think so. So next level, I should, at the very least, be able to get up my my frost to an appropriate level. So we're going to try to kill this thing, and we're going to forget that it's swift and be... Oh boy. Oh god. Well, we found the swift one. It ran so far away. Oh. Can I hit you from here and kill you? That's a nope. Bam. I wasn't out of melee range, so it just obliterated me. Let's see here. Anything? Is there another chest here? There's not, I don't think. So, this is going pretty well, actually. This is going way better than I expected. Not necessarily better than I expected. It's going well though. This is like we've had a rough very beginning, part of which was like fully self-inflicted, just by the fact that we +6 spell points is actually clutch. Do we want to pick up the leather skill on you just for the purposes of equipping this? I guess we can't, because we can't get the thing. That's too bad. The other thing is that we need the repair skill. Where do we learn repair item? I guess we would learn repair from the weapon and armor shops usually. So the fact that I forgot to get that... Oh, I didn't forget. I just didn't have the money. Okay, we have 2 grand on us. What are the most important things that we need? We need about 500 to pick up repair. We need... whatever weapon/armor skills we need to be able to equip. The stuff that we need to equip. We need however much we need to up bodybuilding. I think bodybuilding is important enough to just tag it up. Let's do the water first. Where's the water person? This is air. Do I have access to the water person? Or do I have to actually do something? I think I might have to do something. I might have to go to... It might be over like one of these buildings. We'll see. What else do we have to do? So expert meditation is here. We can't pick that up yet. Expert bodybuilding is here. And we can get this for 500. This is so cheap. I don't think this is going to bite me in the ass. We're going to save under danger anyway. So we now have 100 hit points and 108 hit points on these characters. That will also affect the regeneration on you, but we don't have enough regen skill and HP for it to matter yet. Well, it actually might. It depends on... So it might... The current HP regen might actually... There might be more decimals tracked than this. So I might have doubled or tripled my regen, and as long as it's above 0, it might actually ceiling it up to 0.1 just to show that you do in fact have regen at all. Because I think it usually rounds to the nearest decimal, but I don't think it would do that if the nearest decimal is 0. because I've never seen 0 when someone had regen at all. But it is also possible that it mins at 0.1 as the actual value. Oof, that's a leecher. That mage is a leech. Oof. Okay, so the mages here are going to be a bit difficult to approach. We're gonna take out this boss again, and by take out this boss again, I mean take out this boss. We're gonna save this. We have the ability to heal you, and we're just gonna see what happens here. We're aggroing this pretty early. I might actually just get like creamed because this is swift. Like it could easily just run at me and tag me. That was pretty damn close by. Where are you? Can I just hit you from here? No. Oh God, you're in. You're in. Okay, we're fine. I don't think it can hit me from here. We're actually set. Okay, so we can't hit it either, but that's okay. So basically, how is it dead already? I need to be able to check how much HP these things have. How are you already dead? What the fuck? I'm so shocked how fast the bosses are going down, because I guess I just have a lot of damage right now. Like, considering that I'm fighting, like, level 1 enemies, and I am level 1, like, I am hitting for, 30 damage. Okay. My Elementalist might be able to, like, two-shot these. The bosses. With those really heavy, like, 300 plus hits. Like, I'm not even getting vision on them when I'm starting to hit them. The unfortunate thing is that they might have vision on me from a position where I can't see them as well. What the fuck happened to you? That's fucking terrifying to see. They're just standing there. That's so spooky! What on earth is happening? Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get far enough away to save. Oh God, I don't have torchlight. I don't have torchlight. Ooh. Yeah. The choice not to take an elemental user at the beginning, I just realized how painful that is. Because it means that I don't have access to torchlight to fix the artifacting problem. Let's see. Do I have a workaround for that? There isn't like a potion or something, is there? There might be. There is. I could get a scroll of torchlight. Scrolls of torchlight definitely exist. I'm going to check in my inventory and see if I have a scroll of torchlight. I'm 100% willing, for the sake of the stream quality, to use torchlight from a scroll. 100%. Like, that's... that's my bad that I don't have anybody who can do that. And it is... So let's take a look. Do we have torchlight? Telepathy, remove fear, stun, water resistance. We don't have torchlight. So that's unfortunate. I think the artifacting is worse when I'm like running a lot, right? Oh shit. I wasn't paying enough attention. So I will try to... Oh! Does this mean that they have moved? Moved. That's the king. Nice. No, that was the Goblin King attacking from here, I guess. Because there's no shaman in this pack. Alright, we're gonna just pop down here. Okay, we are currently in the green. We're gonna save the game. And we're gonna avoid using too many like run like crazy strats.
Don't look at me.
Because the artifacting is going to be a problem. We did find a ring and it didn't have any enchantment on it, so GG to us. Let's see. We have Identify item 4. Let's get Expert Identify. We can afford to do that right now, and that will give us access to those gauntlets. It'll give us access maybe to this amulet, and it'll probably give us access to this cloak, and those are all going to be pretty impactful. So let's do that. Is Identify up there, or is it in the other place? I don't remember. I think Perception is in one of these two. Identification is here. There we go. We've got Expert Identify. We have Expert Perception here as well. So it's Perception and Identify. Personality plus 12 and plus 9 Earth Resistance, which is apparently very useful to us for some reason. What is the... That's plus 3 to our maximum mana, and does not influence our SP regen at the moment, at least not by a round number that we can visibly see. We have plus 12 water resistance, which is fine. We're just going to give that to you as well. Again, this is the healer, so we want them to have the most stuff we can get. We have a helm. Let's see. Do we want to just maximize the AC on this character right now? I think we might. We're gonna just throw this helm on you. That is a very funny look. This helm on the Lich. It's so funny looking. Let's see. We have an Earth Resistance item here. Plus 1 hit points. The HB, I think I'm going to actually slap onto the monk for right now. Because I think oh shit! So 5 personality, 13 speed and accuracy, and a bunch of might and personality. This is a clutch item that should go on you, just because of the fact that it has the appropriate stats for you. So we now have a bunch of personality gear, which will give us a little bit of extra mana to play with in theory. We have this helmet, which we can definitely move this helmet now. Let's move the helm to the other person who... Never mind, we can't give you a helmet. There's not a lot of characters who can benefit from a helmet, actually. AC plus 1, which I still haven't equipped for some reason. Body resistance.
I'm not sure what it is.
Okay. That was clutch, actually. Alright, so... we can save the game. How are we doing on stuff? So we have pretty decent damage output. Quartal has a crazy damage value there. We're still healing for 8, so our personality hasn't improved to the point that we get an extra point of healing out of it, which is unfortunate, but that's fine. And when we level up again, my hope is that meditation will be getting boosted to a point where I can get my regen up by a considerable margin. So if I can get my regen up by a considerable enough margin, then my hope... Let's go ahead and recast Vampiric, because... okay, let's actually swap this out. Who can afford to use it and would want to? Honestly, Komanatin could probably afford it. It's not a huge DPS increase for Komanatin, though. Severia could probably afford it, and it's a pretty huge DPS increase, but I don't have the sword skill on you, right? Correct. So that is an issue. You don't have the skill either. So I think I'm not going to worry about this one for now. We won't worry about using it. Because it's not going to be as much damage as that, right? Correct. So, we need to cast Vampiric Weapon on this. Never mind, it can't be an enchanted weapon at all. Okay, so never mind. That's the Vampiric Weapon spell isn't going to be that crazy outside of the very early game, because finding a very high level unenchanted weapon is not going to be super common. We might have dodged that. It might have also just not hit us because it wasn't going to hit us in the first place. All right, so we're gonna pop back over here, and I'm going to try to burst down the ranged attacker. Ooh, and it's moving toward us. So it's not even a matter of burst anymore. They're moving. We need to get to the hidey hole. So we're going to pop over here. And we're going to wait for whoever's going to come in. Okay. Okay, we took out the Goblin King. We got a scroll. We're almost to morning, so the artifacting is going to get better. I promise. I just wish that I knew a solution to that. There might be one, but I don't have the technical knowledge to even know where to begin. I tinkered with a couple of things that are tied to the compression on my end, but thinger. The torchlight issue is that I don't have an elemental caster yet until I get a promotion, so I can't cast it. I checked in my inventory. I actually have a torchlight message from the very beginning of the stream that I haven't acted on yet because... wait. What? Do Rangers have spell... Rangers have magic now? They had... Wait, is the issue that they're... Rangers did not in vanilla have magic until they got their first promotion. They did not. Because the fairy specifically says that they will awaken your innate magic talent. Rangers did not start with any spellcasting ability. Okay, so once morning hits, I didn't realize. I think that I had 0 mana on this character because I had such a negative to their like casting stats that they weren't their level based stuff. It basically netted to 0. Their maximum netted to 0. See. And bear in mind, I've only ever played a ranger in the base game. I've never played him on merge or anything else where I think everyone's tried to make the rangers a bit more useful over the course of every mod that exists. We have an exploding mage here. I'm gonna try to lure some of these I did not give them meditation, no. I don't have that much money to play with, so I actually don't know how many skills I'm even going to be able to give to characters, because I had forgotten that because of the fact that I'm only going to be here for a very short time, I actually have a lot of things that need to happen very quickly. Because I'm going to have to clear Alvar and Daggerwound Island without coming back here. Let's see. Oh, interesting. So if I gave meditation to my thief, so is that why my thief has access to the elemental skills? Because if I give them meditation, that increases their base mana. This is an interaction that should have occurred to me, because meditation is similar to bodybuilding in that it just... Let's see. All right, so it wouldn't work. It would work in Merge, but it wouldn't work in Maw. Is what I'm hearing. And we have a boss coming at us. Because meditation is calculated like... in vanilla, it's calculated just like bodybuilding, right? Like, you wouldn't have access to the meditation skill until you had access to spellcasting, I don't think. And you don't have access to spellcasting until you get a mana bar. Like, but those aren't actually directly tied mechanics, right? Like, in vanilla, the reason that you have no mana is because... Actually, but no, it's deactivated, though, right? Like, if I give an SP item to a knight, I don't know how that's handled. Because if I give an SP item to a knight... So I guess it must just directly add to the same value that the class adds to, which means that it would be... that value would no longer be 0. And if that value is 0, then SP items don't work on you. But other than that, it probably... I'm just trying to figure out how the original coding worked. Okay, so unfortunately these are moving very slowly, but we do have a boss that we're going to pull to here. And I don't know if these have a melee attack. I think they might. I guess I can't check. I mean, I can check if I want to potentially kill myself. These are hitting me through this wall. It's a bit concerning. Exploding Mage is down. We got a belt. I like that. Okay, we got the Apprentice Mage down. This is going pretty smoothly.
Don't look at me.
I don't know what I was...
This is nice.
Ooh! This is actually so important. This is such a clutch item. This is so good. All right, we're going to give this to you for now because you have really garbage AC and no HP to play with. So we'll give that to you for now, but that is a critically important piece. It has unconsciousness immunity. It's not going to be useful for a while, probably, but it's going to be useful for a long time. That is an item that is going to be so important to our fundamental strategies. It's now 5. It's almost 6 o'clock. We are very close to being able to level up. I think we're going to level up once we get to level 5. We're not going to preempt it, and we can tag you. I'm not that concerned right now about fighting 2 of these. I think we'll be okay. We're getting pretty strong, relatively speaking. But this will also mean that we can pick up some armor skills on people if we desire to. We have another boss over there. We have... That island is going to be rough. I don't know how we're going to work that island, but we'll certainly make the attempt. See how it goes. We're gonna pull this one to us. And it's nice having the extra mana because it means that when I don't immediately tag a heal out, I have... The island is... No, I'm gonna handle both islands with no problem. It's gonna be great. You'll see. You'll see. No cheese. I'm just gonna brute force straight through all of the enemies. That's how this is gonna work. It's so funny how slow you are. There we go. And we've got one more coming in. The other one's rotating back. How are we doing? We should probably pull something that's going to go faster than this, I think. But yeah, we have 2,200. 2,200 is going to get us 2 more spell masteries or a couple or 4 skills learned. What other skills do I need to learn? That's a really important question. Okay, I actually need to get out because I just pulled way too many, and they are ranged attackers. They don't always use their attack when they can. They like don't use them on cooldown, but which means that they definitely do have a melee attack to play with. Okay, we're gonna try to clear these. How are we doing on EXP? We still need a decent bit left, honestly. Imagine if I could... Oh god, we got the boss coming? Alright, we need to get out of here. We're gonna basically start pulling. I think I might pull all the way back to Goblin Watch and just pull this boss there. I think that might be how I want to handle this. We're gonna pull these back a little bit first. We're going to save, and then we'll start pulling the boss. Unless I accidentally pull the boss right now, which it looks like I did. That's fine. There's another one that's going to be coming up on my left or something, but I think it's just an apprentice, so I'm not that concerned about it. The exploding venomous. God, it's so funny because exploding and venomous are both very threatening in the early game. And they're not that threatening, like by the end, just because you have so much like healing to play with, and like a little bit of extra damage. And by a little bit, I mean quite a lot of extra. Oh my god, I forgot you're a leecher. Oh god, this is gonna be rough. Oh boy, that's gonna be rough. You can hit me through walls. Alright, we need to save before we can finish this pull. So let's save. And hopefully it doesn't start running away from us. And, you know, it didn't start running away from us, but it did start attacking, which is not optimal. The swift flying... Yeah. Flying would be a fun affix to attach to non-flying enemies. I think that would be very funny. Okay, we're now starting to take damage. The question is, can we kill it before it kills us? And the answer is probably yes. The Leecher effect isn't going to be that impactful on these, just because they're so low level that they actually just don't have the HP to survive. So... the leech effect is actually something I can manage. That's manageable. I was worried that that was going to be way less manageable, but I've completely forgot how quickly I'm bursting down the enemies. So we can burn down this apprentice, and I might have actually been able to just dive that thing and kill it. We're over 10k. We're going to check that item that we found. That is an ancient footman's axe of thunderbolts with 36 luck, 36 speed, 48 to 121 points of electrical damage. Let's fucking go. So, we're going to give that to you, actually, for now. Because you don't have another weapon skill as an option. That is fucking nuts. So that is going to give us 27 to 83 plus a billion. So we now have the ability to hit really monstrously hard. And we can also use this Ascension Emerald at some point if we want. But we're not going to want to use it on this. God, imagine if this was a Darkness. I could upgrade its tier, but we're not going to. We're going to be... We're going to be studious with our usage of those. So... Let's see how hard it is, assuming that I can ever land a shot and not miss. 118? Not terrible. Not terrible at all. So we should be able to burn through the enemies much faster now. We do have the issue that we're like out of resources. And since we are out of resources, let's go level up. We have 3 grand to play with. We're going to level up fast, get ourselves a the skills that we need to have done, and then we might have some more luxuries that we can afford. We've already spent quite a bit on luxuries
How about some trading?
at this point. Obviously, things like Arms Master we don't need to pick up right now. We can pick up Arms Master later.
How
So
about some trading? Okay.
the most important things are we need to have water walking. That's a given. We have access to that, but we need to actually pick up the skill. The other thing that we need to have access to is Expert Disarm, because Expert Disarm is... It actually is Expert Disarm in the first area. I'm trying to remember. Expert Disarm might be in the first area of Dagger Wound. If Expert Disarm is available in Dagger Wound, I can pick it up in Dagger Wound, which saves us a lot. Because I don't need Expert Disarm for this area. I think all of the chests are just 1 skill required. Do you have any other skills that are required for you to function? Staff Expert, I don't believe is here. Leather Expert is not here. Dodging Expert is definitely not available. Unarmed Expert is definitely not available. So decision making for this is... The next level would give us 0.3. Let's see. Daruin Island is where we get Expert. Okay, so I'm tempted to look up some of this stuff. So we need Meditation Expert, I think. Yes, because the change, there's been a change made to meditation. No, it isn't. No, what? No, because meditation gave you just extra levels. I don't know what I was thinking just now. Meditation should not be granting you the ability to cast magic if you don't otherwise have access to it. We need to pick up some skills. Specifically, we need to pick up fire. We just need the fire magic skill. That's it. Fire magic and torchlight are required for the next nighttime. I do apologize that we didn't have it, and I will cast it immediately because it's already been requested, and I didn't cast it yet because I didn't realize that I could. We can pick up haste here. Interesting. I can't cast it, but it exists. So torchlight is here. So we're picking up torchlight. We didn't already have that, did we? No. All right. And that means we could also, if we wanted, pick up. We could pick up Wizard Eye, but we're not going to pick up Wizard Eye because that is definitely a. It's not. That's not critical. We do need to pick up the repair item skill on somebody, and I don't know who the best option is for that. This says not enough mana. It reserves 5 mana. I can't cast it immediately. We need to wait until we have more SP. Can I actually give you this? Okay. Do you have meditation? You don't have meditation. I'm not going to use meditation for this because that's an exorbitant expense. We're going to do this. Cast this. There we go. So, we now have Torchlight. Nailed it. Okay. And we couldn't maintain both of these anyway. So, shield, mace, sword. None of those are available here. Meditation is available here. Spirit expert. Body expert. What are the most important? We need to get a repair item, which I think we can pick up here. Can we not? Where do we pick up repair?
Hello, come on in. How about some trading?
I guess maybe the magic shop? I thought you could pick up repair at basically any of the shops, but I guess I'm wrong. Like, you'd think that a blacksmith would be able to tell you how to repair shit, but...
Can I help you find it?
Okay, there we go. So, we have access to repair here. If I had to guess, I would say that a thief can probably get at least master repair. And I do kind of have to guess. They don't even get expert? Wow. That's funny because thieves are famously crafty. Let's see. You are a paladin. Paladin can get Grand Mastery. Let's go. Okay.
Didn't work.
There's no room. I fixed it.
It hasn't
Don't look at me.
it hasn't ticked over yet. So this has been broken. Let's see here.
I'm not sure what it is.
Actually, let's go. Alright, so perfect. We don't have armor on you yet. I'm going to hold off on getting an armor skill until I actually have the item to use with it. So, repair item. Can I do that? I can get that here? Question mark? No, I think repair expert is in Iron Fists. So I can't get expert on this anyway. We don't need to worry about that. I think I need meditation expert. In terms of like immediate priorities, spirit is not an enormous priority. Expert body is a priority to give us access to cure poison. Though cure poison isn't as relevant actually because it's very helpful against venomous enemies. Poison is very dangerous, but it's not. It's not a permanent effect anymore. I think I'm gonna pull the trigger on this. Because I think that that's gonna be eventually really clutch. Meditation is, even before it gave mana regen, was really, really important to my early game stuff. I'm now gonna get like half up spell point per second, so every 4 seconds I can cast a cure. I think that that's going to be useful. Okay, so you're set. Kamanatin is a monk. We'll eventually get access to magic, but we don't have access to magic right now. I could start putting points into dodging. How many people do I have that are going to use leather? I have multiple leather users. It's useful to get unarmed, except if I get any sort of weapon for you that's proper, it's not going to do much. And any weapon that you would use, nobody else is going to have an interest in. And I'm probably going to find 5 weapons eventually, right? So I don't think that I'm going to want to do that. Unarmed is something that we start investing in when we can actually get to expert, and then it'll be useful to invest into it. Obviously, it's going to get even more useful once we can use it with staff. But even before that, there's the potential for utility there, depending on like what kind of loot we found and stuff like that. So we're just going to dive these for right now, see how this goes. We should have a lot more healing throughput available to us. These aren't that aggressive. So, like, if this was a group of, if this was a group of mages that are, like, actually using, like, full ranged AI, then that would be one thing. They're also extremely slow, so it takes them forever to get into melee range, where they're guaranteed to do some sort of attack. I think they have a fairly low chance to actually bother attacking me. So, until they get into melee. When they get into melee, they start getting a lot more dangerous, but until they get into melee, they're fairly chill. This is a lot of enemies to try to die. You know what? We're going to save, and then we're going to dive these. I think it'll be funny. We also have enough to check for a water magic master. This might be the building. I don't remember which one it is. It's one of these people. Wait, expert staff is here? Oh, shit. Okay, never mind. We're going to immediately just pick up staff. 2,000 gold? Never mind. We're not going to pick up expert staff, but that's fine. We've got this stuff. That's going to be a luxury that we may pick up sometime in the near future. I don't know if we're going to pick it up before we leave here. That expert staff is so expensive. That's a huge luxury. So okay. Oh, right. Okay. Whew. Yeah, like the difference between where we were standing before and where we are now in terms of durability is insane. Like the 5 levels that we've gained, the bits and pieces of gear that we've got are hugely impactful, and we're going to be really. I think we're going to be in pretty good shape right up until we leave here and go to the next area. Because as soon as we go to the next area... Oh. Do I want to reload for that? I think I am going to reload for that. The other thing, though, of note, is... because I have this ranger, I can actually pick up body on, and if I can pick up the body magic skill on my ranger, they can actually heal, too. I was not expecting to get my my healer burst down there. So we're gonna pull back again. We've got multiple of the higher tier there, So I am actually just going to dive them here, and we're going to see if it's feasible. They're a little bit split up, which is nice, but we did get hit on the way in, which is not so nice. There's also a dip here, which means that there's the... While they're approaching, they're not necessarily going to be able to hit me. And I cannot identify them. Because I still am acting like I have Identify Monster, but I still don't have it. That's a luxury that I cannot afford at this exact moment. But yeah, the highest tier of these, the actual mages, hit really hard with their lightning bolts. Those are very dangerous. You know what I should do? I'm gonna dive this one more time because I pulled these too far out, and this is not where I want them. Okay, we got that down. It takes about 2 hits to kill that one. Weirdly enough, the DPS values for Ulrich are actually so high that I don't think for for those kinds of enemies, those more powerful ones, I actually have a suspicion the other people's damage doesn't even matter. I don't think that a mage has more than 300 HP, like the top tier of them. I don't think they do because the bosses have been melting too fast for the normal mages to have that much. So it's my expectation that I'm hitting for either, they have either 250 or 300-ish, and that Ulrich would just two-shot them regardless. In which case, the rest of the party, if they all hit, does, I think, a little bit less damage in a round of combat than Ulrich does. That first, clutch item pickup doing so much work. We're gonna try to burn down the journeyman. Okay, that's done. Throw down you because you're separated. We also want, with pulls like this, god damn it, we would let, okay, both of the people who can heal are down. Unfortunately, also, both of the people who can technically heal are not people with regeneration. Oh wait, Severia can pick up body. Not Severia. Kortal can pick up body. We can pick up Blood Expert. This is actually the most important pickup that I have. I'm just now realizing we're going to have enough to get this and the other thing. I was thinking that we would have a lot of things that were critical for us to get. We actually don't have that many things that are fully critical. So as long as we don't have too many things that are super critical for us to have, we should be fine. Yes. I had thought of it before, but when I thought of it before, I was not thinking about the fact that the only thing that I fully need for the run is expert water. That's the only thing that is required that I get before I leave here, I think. Other than that, I think I'm fine. It would be nice to get more spell skills. It would be nice to get more things like that. It would be nice to pick up some certain skills. But I think the only thing that's technically necessary is the thinger. So, with that being the only thing technically necessary, I'm actually going to be really aggressive here and see what happens. Oh, we don't have preservation yet. We don't have preservation. So, I should not be too aggressive, because if I get the mages, they have a decent chance to be able to just one-shot somebody. So, until we get preservation, we can't go too crazy, which does mean... Wait, and we can pick up preservation here, can't we? Before, we couldn't pick up expert spells here, so we couldn't pick up preservation until we got to Iron Fist in vanilla, but we could get preservation. And if we get preservation, will actually be, like, online. Like, our party will be online with a coherent survival strategy before we leave here. The issue is, I don't know if I can afford that. Again, we need to spend another grand on expert water. That is required. That's required spending. We can't avoid it. So we'll see if we can get preservation. And preservation is going to make a huge difference if we can get it. If we can get preservation, then we'll be able to handle taking exorbitant damage. We're less susceptible to burst. Our tankiest character right now, I think, is pretty much the Death Knight. Weirdly enough, they don't have as much HP as everyone else, but they have a lot of lifesteal and stuff like that. So they have enough HP that their lifesteal is usable. It would be nice to get bodybuilding on everybody, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get bodybuilding on everybody here. I don't think that that's going to happen. I do have to be a little bit careful to not let Cortal get down too low. Because if Cortal goes down, then I lose my regen spell. But Cortal also does have regeneration passively. So while I lose access to the regen spell effect, I will still have some HP regen in play. I think I can probably dive this. I should have saved. Fuck. Should have saved. Because we didn't save after we killed the other thing. Let's see. Any other big caches of money that we have available to us? I think we can get 100 if we can drop ourselves down to like pretty close to 0. I actually might not have enough luck for that, but I think I probably have somebody with enough luck for that. Because I think I have luck. Yeah, I think I have a bunch of luck on my axe, don't I? Alright, we're going to try to burn down this mage. Okay. Just need the 2 hits from Ulrich. Save this. And it's possible that there's enough money, like, lying around that we can, Oh shit, there's another mage. I didn't see the mage. Ooh, that's a problem. Okay. Done. Okay, so we've cleared this section. We have we have 4 chests here, actually. Oh, this I forgot how profitable these sections are. So let's grab it. That's 2 helmets, so we have a helmet for every party member that can use them. That's great. We have plate armor.
Junk. Who needs it? Who needs it?
With a wizard eye scroll that we don't need. We also have a bunch of skill points that we could invest into merchant on somebody if we wanted. Who do we want to have as our merchant? That is a halberd? Halberd is a spear, I believe, right? Ooh, this is a dodge hat. So a 4 dodge should be way more valuable than... Yeah, that's plus 16 AC. So this will be more valuable than getting an actual... my dodge skill can't be boosted by items past my actual dodge skill. Done. 34 AC now. We went from nothing to 34. Let's go.
Don't look at me.
Let's see.
I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah, thanks for the confirmation. I was pretty sure it was a spear. But I wasn't positive. Okay, we now have 2 grand again. And honestly, we have a lot of items that we could sell. We don't need to switch to a spear until we get GM spear. So we're going to be using like probably dual axe for the majority of the game. And then we're going to switch to a spear main hand once we get GM. And it'll reduce our damage by a considerable amount. And it's going to require a lot of levels to really pay off. But that will massively aid our party's overall DPS in the late game. So that'll be very important and clutch. What time is it? It is 2 o'clock. Before the stores close, I'm going to pop over and grab the things. I think that's what I want to do. I want to grab the other skills that I need. So specifically, I need to pick up the plate skill on only 1 character. So we'll only have 2 plate users. Oh, did I already pick up the plate skill? Did I pick it up already? I did. Excellent. Okay, so we can slap this on, and now you have 48 AC. Oh,
Don't look at me.
you know,
We don't need this.
shifted my cam down 5 pixels. You don't want me to have my camera perfectly aligned, but then I have to move chat too, don't I? I guess not. That's plenty far back to be able to see chat, I think. Okay. Also, I don't even know if I'm covering any of chat. Okay, so we just got some pretty big boosts there. We're going to want to get expert regen whenever we can, but I think expert regen is like all the way over in the troll area or something. So, like, that's going to take a while. You have the axe skill, which is what you need. You have the axe skill, which is what you need. You have the fire skill, which is the most important. You have access to expert already? Holy shit. Rangers are massively buffed. Okay. Shocking. So, let's see here. We've got dagger. We have identify item. I could actually pump my merchant to 4 here if I wanted. I need to pick up the disarm trap skill. Wait, why do you have so many skill points? Oh, because these are spells, so they cost less. I forgot the skill points cost less. Right. So how much is it? Could I get Unholy up to 4 as well? It's not as important because Unholy is dark, and dark is not available here, and I don't think it's going to be available in the next place that I go to. You are a monk, and you're a ranger. I'm going to anticipate... I think I'm going to do you for merchant. I'm going to just get merchant up to the point where I can get expert, and this is as high as it's going to go for right now, because this will allow me to sell a bunch of stuff for higher values and give me a little bit of a boost to my monetary efficiency. What other things do I need? I'd love to pick up bodybuilding on more characters. We don't have bodybuilding on our paladin. It would be very, very useful to have bodybuilding on a paladin. And we already have expert blood. Expert spirit would be useful. but not that crazy. Expert body magic reduces the mana efficiency. Yeah, this will reduce the mana efficiency by a little bit. It's mostly the same, but it's a little bit less efficient. It would need to be 8 plus 2 in order to retain the efficiency. So at higher skill levels, it's functionally the same efficiency, but at extremely low values, it's a reasonable difference. We're going to go ahead and pick up bodybuilding on these two, because I think that bodybuilding, even just 1 point in it, is pretty useful. You have better things to do with your skill points, probably. Like even just getting getting regen to 4 would probably be a little bit useful. But let's take a look. Currently we have 0.4. So the majority of our regen is coming from the regen spell right now. But we could get, if it's giving us 0.2 per level, we'd basically have a majority of our regen coming from the regen skill at 4. I think we'd have a slight majority coming in at 3, but either way, 4 is the thing that I would be thinking about pumping it to. So we're going to pull these. I don't want to pull them too close because I don't want the thinger to attack. But I do want to try to clear through this section. Let's take a look at how dangerous these are right now. Things have gotten way more stable. Look at that. That was just brute forcing down like 6-ish goblins. So the rest of this pack we should be able to pull. And it might end up being that... Oh, that's a crafting cube. Let's go. Early crafting cube. Not super important yet, but every single one of those that we find is eventually going to be a huge deal. I think I'm not going to use crafting cubes on anything but legendaries. Just because it will save me a little bit of sanity. But our regen's looking good. We have access to healing. We have access to thinger. How important is it that we get access to... Okay, so that's the other thing. We do want to get preservation. How much does preservation cost? Is it currently available is another question. We're going to check on preservation and see if we can pick up that spell. I want to have the spell on me immediately if it's available, because it's not guaranteed to be available every time I go to a place. So we're gonna check for preservation. If preservation is available, then that'll be great. If preservation isn't available, then that'll be poopy. Those are it's not preservation. It is remove curse though, which is also very, very clutch. We already have bless. So cure paralysis. What is the other one? Did you get? We have cure paralysis is available. Regeneration we never need to pick up, which is nice. The amount of just like utility that you get out of the Death Knight, especially early on, is really nice. I really like the utility out of the Death Knight. Let's see, Torchlight and Bless and Regen. Alright. Shall we try... Oh, this is a Venomous Goblin King. Okay, we're going to try to fight this Goblin King. Am I going to try to fight a Goblin King and a Goblin King boss at the same time? Yes. Yes, I am, actually. Does that make me madman? Absolutely it does. Can I potentially survive? Oh, holy shit! That was almost dead already. if I hadn't gotten any of those attacks into the other one, if I had only been hitting the boss, I think we might have killed it in that. Okay, we are going to heal everybody. Oh boy. I should be playing a little bit more safely and doing a little bit of melee kiting here. That's the appropriate way to handle that, but I didn't. We're not going to worry about it. Alright. I can't pull the Venomous yet, because I do want to actually fight the Venomous. This one I'm going to try to fight myself. If it only gets one hit off and everybody's at full HP, I feel like I might be able to survive the Venomous effect. So I'm going to try. We managed to pull the ad. We've pulled the ad. Let's go. Okay. The boss is over there. As long as it just keeps rotating around me, I'm happy. Okay, there we go. So, we have multiple party members who are at full HP, and I'm happy to pull this now. So our goal is to dodge whatever ranged attacks it throws out at us. We're going to save under danger, because I can't see them right now. I don't think that they're approaching me, but I don't want to take a risk that I had already aggroed them. So my goal here is to grab just the boss. Okay, something's in range. Okay, this thing's aggroed. We're just going to kill it as it approaches us. Once it gets to us, we kill it, we save. There we go, we got the boss. I think it's solo, but it might have some little ones with it. Unfortunately, we can't see when it attacks, but we can hear it. I'm waiting for the fireball, and then I'm going to dive. Never mind, I'm diving down. It missed! It missed! Let's fucking go! So clutch. Oh man, paralysis immunity.
Don't look at me.
Oh, also I didn't equip my helmets. Where's my other helmet that we got? There we go. Oh, actually, yes, we'll give it to you. So we are upgrading out of gear now, where we're going to have gear in our inventory that is unused. It's already after 5. I forgot to actually sell my stuff, but that's okay. We're not going to be finished by morning anyway. So who gets the endurance, the body resistance, and process and fear immunity? I kind of feel like it almost has to be Sortira. We're investing a lot. Yes, you have no HP right now. Let's go. Perfect. So Sortira will have some more HP to play with. We'll have a little bit more regen as well as a result, I believe. And things are going to get pretty smooth for the rest of this, I think. The big things that I have to deal with now are characters getting fully gibbed and stuff like that. The fact that I have access to bodybuilding expert is really clutch. This start gives you access to bodybuilding expert right at the beginning, and that's a really crazy thing to have access to at the very start of the game. Bodybuilding is a surprisingly potent skill at the beginning of the game. When you're still very low level, the majority of your hit points can just come from bodybuilding very easily with not that much investment, right? Like, obviously it's not, you know, it's not great to have to spend, you know, 9 skill points at level 3 to get those values, but you're getting it to like almost triple your HP pool, right? Like you're getting huge gains on your HP pool by doing it. It's 100% worth it, as long as you can afford it, because you don't have something that you're missing out on. I would say that for a low-level party, there's a pretty good argument that in vanilla, bodybuilding is actually like the most important skill, and getting it up to mastery as fast as possible is potentially like the most useful thing that you can do. Like, I don't think anything else has the effect that mastery of that has. In terms of like the impact on the way that the game plays. I don't think that mastery is necessary early.
There's no room.
It's not. It's never necessary, right? Like it's in vanilla. It's not. Nothing's necessary. It's the game's too easy. But that's potentially gonna be +3 identify item and identify monster skills and a nice mace. It's not good enough to be worth equipping for me, but it's a nice mace nonetheless. Let's go ahead and save this. We have fire and mind resistance on some armor.
Nice.
That's a good question. Does this affix work now? I think it does. I'm going to take it on faith that it does. It says it's got a +3.
I'm not sure what it is.
Can't identify this. I had something that I couldn't identify, right?
We could sell it.
I might not be able to check it on anything. I thought I had something that I couldn't identify other than this, which is like really hard to identify, but... So we have an 11 AC shield, the personality or the spell points. I think the flat spell points might be more valuable. Never mind. Oh, actually, yes. It did increase my maximum. So we're going to go with that. And we can look at our other stuff. 2d7 +3. This also gives me might. So this might be better. Yeah, this is a little bit better just because of the might boost. And
Don't look at me.
don't look at me. So we do need... What does this ring do again? And identify monster.
Look at me.
Interesting. I might want to get identify monster before we leave if I have enough money. Because actually, we're now accumulating enough money that I feel like we might have enough money to get a lot done. I was feeling very concerned for a while. I was very insecure about how much money we were going to have to play with. And did I forget to get expert water? I appear to have forgotten that I was at the place. And I just didn't do it. Should I jump across? No, because we don't have that much left to do, and it's going to be hard. So, next on our agenda is going to be to do one of the 2 islands, probably. Nah, let's do the entrance to the temple. That'll give us 2 extra chests to play with. We currently have 3,400. We're not going to... Oh, it's on the island. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Wait, it's on the island? Oh, fuck. Is it on this island? It's on this island, isn't it? Oh, my life is going to be big. No, this is going to be a problem. I don't know how I'm going to make this work, actually. It's literally on the island. Ooh, boy. Oh, that's rough. Okay, I think I can try pulling all of these this way. Get as many of them to the bottom you know, little bit of the island as I can. This is not that many. I don't have that many on me right now, which is a problem. Alright, we're gonna... It's not quite late enough. Oh boy. This island was going to be hard enough without needing to take the water damage on the way in. Let's see. Do I want to make that? I think I might want to try to do that run. Okay, the run that I'm going to try to do, we're going to try to basically jump in the water and run straight north. And I can't. We're going to take too much damage. Okay, so that isn't going to work. I was hoping to be able to basically pull everything, including the ones from the south, as far north as possible. So we're going to now move this way. We are in the green now. We've pulled some of them down south. Oh boy. So let's go do the temple next. And once we've done the temple, we can figure out how we're going to handle the islands. Because if it's that island, because there's the island has a bunch of enemies on it. And then there's the island that doesn't immediately have a bunch of enemies on it. It has them later, but not immediately. So... But I don't think the water person's on that other island. If they're on that other island, then I can just jump over there and get that done. I'm going to head over there anyway, but first I'm going to clear out these. So we're going to trigger this, because we can clear these out while the others are approaching. I'm pretty sure that I remember being told this many, many times and crying every time, because I had forgotten, just like blocked the memory. So we also have a boss on that island, which is rough. That's gonna make our lives harder. But there's no water expert in the Might and Magic 8 start, right? I'm fairly certain that I can't just go to the Might and Magic 8 start as a means of getting expert water. So... we just gotta do what we gotta do. I aggroed way too many enemies there. I'm gonna be more careful. Let's see. Yeah. Well, the thing is that only the starting zones matter for this, because the run that I need to make is from one of the newbie zones. So, we basically none of the 7 zones matter because there's no expert trainers. Like 7 is irrelevant for basically all training purposes for me. The amount of time it's going to take before I get like any training done in Might and Magic 7 is actually going to be really funny. I'm basically going to go to Might and Magic 7 and then get so much experience in Might and Magic 7 that I'm not going to return to Might and Magic 7 for a long time. stream drop. So. I don't have any indication of it here. Let me check. Okay. Yeah, I apparently had to disconnect an hour ago. Okay, we got a helm. At the very least, that's cash money. So, but yeah, I think that I was underestimating how much money I was going to make. I think I'm going to be fine for finances. I don't think that I'm going to need to worry about it. So I should be able to pick up bodybuilding expert on everybody, I think. Well, not necessarily. I won't necessarily have the EXP for it, but I should be able to just pick up whatever I want, as long as I have access to it, right? Like, I won't necessarily be able to get preservation. But I'll have access to all the stuff that I have access to. I might even be able to pick up haste, which would be pretty fucking crazy, actually, if I got haste. Getting haste in the starting zone would be so funny. Okay. I really need to improve Sortira's healing throughput. It's really weak right now. It was, you know, fine before, but now it's like, okay, we need to make up the difference here, you know, like. 14 might and endurance, very clutch. Got a decent spear. Let's see. 2,000 gold to get expert in a weapon skill? Hell no, that's 100% a luxury. That's such a luxury item. There's so many more important things I could be spending my gold on. I stand by that. I stand by that fully. What would I get out of Staff Expert? Staff Expert gives me 4 armor class. Oh, well, I mean, it is a Maw run, right? So, like, Staff is a, you know, a very valuable skill in Maw. And, you know, Staff Expert in Vanilla, I mean, it does give you armor class on a character who has very low armor class. So I think that Staff is not a terrible skill as long as you're not trying to do damage with it. Though, I guess also for me, because of the fact that if I'm ever, you know, playing with a Staff, I'm not in Might Magic 6 because Might Magic 6 doesn't have monks. So, like, and I'm always doing melee. So, like, a staff I would never equip. So, yeah, I mean, it is actually pretty funny to think of a staff being useful to me in particular. It's not a terrible skill, but it's just not useful for someone who does so much melee.
Very weak.
Because you might as well get some defenses on your spellcasters, right? Let's see. Let's take a look at our armor class on everybody. You have lifesteal and regeneration. I think that you're fine. I don't need to worry about you. So what we're gonna do is, I didn't ever equip this. Is this a boost? It is. I don't know why it doesn't. Let's see. Yeah, the stun doesn't do anything for you. So staff mastery, I would make an argument, is pretty much completely useless in vanilla. But staff expert just gives you a little bit of AC for a few skill points. It's probably, I guess it involves wasting 9 skill points. So that is pretty wasteful. But it's not the craziest decision you can make. We're going to give this to you. We're going to find that ring again. And give the ring to... Where the hell did I put the ring? There it is. Give the ring to you, I believe. No, not you. Sorry. I put it in the wrong inventory. To you, which is also the same as the other person. That's a pretty huge difference. It is actually tempting to slap that on this character because the might boost is going to increase a larger percentage of my damage, but I think that I would rather split that up, especially because this character is already really tanky and the endurance is going to help this character who's not. I think we're okay there. Alright, so now I need to figure out what the fuck I'm going to do about this water situation. This is going to be rough. I already opened all of these, right? But I didn't check the cook pots yet because I don't have the perception skill. Do I have things that I can pick up? I can pick up water expert, but I need to go over to the island to do it. I already picked up bodybuilding expert, picked up meditation. I could pick up body expert if I want to increase my throughput. And oops. I wasn't thinking. We are going. I don't know that it's going to matter, but we'll see. I think you consistently get a ring or some other low-level item off of these if you have the perception necessary. So we are going to hold off on that. Perception as a skill, I would expect to be able to get. I am going to pick up perception. Presumably you can GM this, right? Oh wait, you start with it. You know what's funny? Rangers start with perception as a skill, but they can't grandmaster it. Right? Like this is a skill that I didn't pick to have. It's a skill that. All right, so they can only get. I'm not going to waste the money on that. I forgot that I actually already had it on this character, so I could pump this to 3 if I wanted. And is that something that makes sense? This character really doesn't need that many skill points. We don't need expert on this yet. Expert on this is a luxury. Yeah, I'll actually do perception on this character next. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that makes the most sense. Just to give me with 3 perception, I'm pretty sure that I can already just loot all of these little campfires and stuff like that. So I'm going to have this character able to loot the campfires and stuff like that, and we will proceed on toward this island. We need to make sure that we don't get too close to the island. We don't want any of the enemies getting close to us. Before, we don't want them to approach us until we're already on our way to the island. We're going to try to dive straight into the shrine, which is probably a mistake, but that's what we're doing anyway. We're just going to try that first. And the amount of damage we're taking from all these ranged attacks is absolutely insane. What can I do to make my life easier here? We have a little bit to go before we can train again. Getting a little bit of additional healing throughput would be convenient. I can't cast Thinger, right? Oh, you don't start with Vampire Skill anyway. So I need Expert for Levitate, I think. Yeah, I thought that it did. Perception is weird. It affects a lot of weird stuff and doesn't affect things that are very similar to the stuff that it does affect. So it's fine. We'll worry about it later. For now, we're going to check over here, see if we can find anything useful. In particular, we could hypothetically just find a water walking item.
I don't know it.
18 HP. That's not super useful right now because increased HP is just going to increase the rate at which we take damage. Follow you would be foolish. Magic. Death, huh? Okay. We have a Moonstone. We have a helmet with 5 AC. We have a new axe that nobody needs.
I can't carry it.
Oh shit! Why am I like this? I was just trying to loot it. I completely forgot.
Ow.
Don't mind me. I just had cookpots on the mind, and I was just not even anticipating. I came here knowing that I needed to loot everything and not trigger that, and then I just forgot. It does have AC on it, which is useful, but it's actually weirdly not useful for crossing the river because there won't be any hit checks until after we've crossed the river. So we'll basically want to cross the river and then throw it on after we've crossed. Was there a chest over here? For some reason I thought there was, but I think that there is not. And by I think there is not, I mean no there is not because I just checked. Okay, so we're going to basically go back across, or do we want to fight these? This pack might be easier to deal with, might be easier to manage. I'm going to go ahead and save this under test, not danger. And we're going to activate these, and we're going to try... Oh, they spawned really close there, actually. I didn't realize that they spawned that close. I thought that there was like a spawn here, and this was the closest that they spawned to this thing over here. We're gonna need water walking to do this. This can't be done without water walking, I don't think. I was hoping to be able to do this without water walking and get an extra level and potentially some gear that will help me out. Damn. I was hoping that I had enough to just technically make it across, you know? Alright, we're gonna have to wait for a little bit before we can cross back over. And then once we've crossed back over, what are we gonna do to kill time? We're gonna need to do something with our time that doesn't involve... getting obliterated on the ocean. Okay. So, what do we need to do now? We have... We have 5,800 gold. So we should probably pick up some of our skills that we're going to want. Some of our expertises and stuff. Let's see. Meditation, we have mind, we have spirit. If I could get preservation, that would help a lot. If I can get preservation, then I just need one character to be able to survive this next phase. um, long enough to, get me back to a position of safety. But with everybody as low as they are, it's going to be difficult to prevent people from just getting gibbed entirely. Let's see. I can't get expert water with you either. I could hypothetically get jump. I don't know if I've ever had the ability to cast it. Actually, I think I have enough SP increasing stuff that I could probably get the SP to cast it. If I can jump into the water, then I can potentially get over there with way more HP to spare. And if I can get over there with more HP to spare, I think it might be feasible. All right, we're going to be right back. I just need to go do something quick. And everything to regen so I can out-heal the water. I'm not going to be able to out-heal the water. I already have the regen spell at, like, expert level. The thing is that because the regen and the water damage are both scaling with my health, there's not really ever going to be a point where my regen catches up with base level regen or expert level regen. Expert level, blood magic, basically. So I don't think that's reasonable. But yes, we are going to be right back, and then we will make some attempts here. We back. Sorry about that. That took longer than I expected. But we still have 40 minutes to make attempts on this. So we still have what to do. We have...
I don't know.
Does water resistance give you resistance to drowning? God, imagine if we had a shaman. Just a shaman dedicated to every skill point into water. Just so that they could survive the trip. Then what happens? I don't know. Like, we survive the trip and then... So, we have... What available to us to make this possible? We have the ability to heal at the fountain, so we can start with full HP without needing to wait until morning. We are looking for ways that don't increase our HP. Yeah. Now what indeed?
I don't know.
What do we want?
Don't look at me.
Don't look at me. Forget about looking at me. So, if I could get... Let's go get expert body. That will give us a decent bit of extra healing. Now that we have as much regen as we have, I think that that is kind of a no-brainer. We have 4,800 skill points. Money, not skill points. Look, words are a thing, in theory. We have mind and spirit. Spirit's not going to give me any options. Bodybuilding isn't going to help. I maybe should have waited until after I finished this part to get the bodybuilding expert on everybody. Waiting on bodybuilding until after doing this would make a degree of sense, because increasing my healing relative to my damage taken. Right, I was thinking about doing a weird jump strat. Because I can get jump here. I can get access to air expert here. And I think I can get expert spells in the elemental guild. So I couldn't in vanilla, but I can in merge. So if I were to do that, I could jump a significant portion of the distance before I had to deal with it. And the enemies are not guaranteed to take their projectile shots when they get the opportunity to. So, yeah, you can reach the expert air teacher from the ground, I believe. Yeah. So the so the air teacher I could do if I wanted, but so yeah, jump is definitely an option that I have at my disposal. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a good option that I have at my disposal though. So let's heal up a bit. Get ourselves closer to maxed out. We're going to make a couple of attempts in the middle of the night because I don't think I have any skills that I can just put expertise in right now that will meaningfully benefit me for this. Except, Frost. The other question is whether I even make an attempt. I think I don't make an attempt to fight there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to just do a drive-by where I get to the island and I run around the thing. This is not the right side because I already put a bunch of people here. Does anyone remember which side is technically speaking more close? Because it would make sense for me to put the enemies on the side that's closer. Or, the side that's further away. I think this side might actually be the closer one, so... So, my goal here isn't actually to win a fight, which makes it a lot more reasonable. My goal is to get over there with nobody dead and Cortal conscious. That's my goal, is to have Cortal conscious and nobody dead. If I can accomplish those two goals... why did I not immediately start casting heal? I'm such a dope. If I can accomplish those two goals, which I think are semi-reasonable goals... My healer's down, which is not great. Cortal's down, which means that it's probably GG. And somebody's dead. We got there with one person alive. And a few corpses. One corpse and a few unconscious people. That's actually not that bad. All things considered. Our healer died instantaneously, which obviously is a problem. Nobody's dead yet. Fuck! She got hit. She got hit as the thing was coming in, as I was trying to cast the spell. So we didn't quite get it. But yeah, I think this might be possible. Why did I wait so long to be forced to heal? We know the answer. The answer is I'm a dope. Alright. Okay, the person who can use that is dead. Okay. So what are we doing? Anything that we can do to improve this? Technically, yes. We could technically put points into our either a regen, which this is actually a pretty major bonus. This gives me an extra 0.3, which we currently have how much? 0.4. So that would almost double my regen for one skill point. And you are a monk, you have nothing else that you need to do right now, so let's do it. You do not have the skill point to invest into this, so I'm not going to worry about you for now. We're not going to invest into HB increasing items right now. And you can... Oh, this has regen built in! I did not notice that this has regen. I'm such a dope. How much regen is that? A lot. That's a lot of regen. Okay. 0.6 per second, right? That's not bad. That's not bad. That's basically doubling the base value. And you need bodybuilding might actually help with this character actually. I'd end up with less... susceptibility to get burst down on the other side. Regen is probably more efficient, though, because it'll give me... yeah, I think that regen would be more efficient for this very specific usage case. So, we're not currently having anybody approach us. We're going to save the game here. We have the theoretical ability to pump some stuff. Like, pumping shield would give us a 6% boost to the resistance values that we're getting, which would be nice. Do we have a better shield to equip? Not really. The spell points is probably more important than the other effects we could get right now. Any other gear that we can use to maximize this? This would give me more personality. This might actually be worth it just for the personality and endurance boosts. Because the more endurance I have, the less likely I am to get killed outright. As long as I'm above negative 34, I'm fine.
I don't know.
So that would be potentially clutch. Any other obvious things that I could equip that would help me out here? My hat isn't doing much for me there, but we're holding on to it anyway. This would be useful in any other context, but it's not really that useful in this context specifically. I guess it could help a little bit, right? Like, it doesn't give me any resistance. Okay, it doesn't matter. That would be the only person that I'd necessarily want to do it to. So, these are gonna help a ton, though. Once we have got this done, those are a really good item. It's just that I don't want to reduce the healing efficiency. So, the two things that we have in the morning that we can do is we have the ability to either get jump or to get body expert on that character and have them cast that. Those are available options for Ulrin that will potentially be clutch. But we're not... I think we can do this without that. I think so. I'm an idiot, and I did not start casting my spells immediately as a result. Okay, I'm going to try... What do you mean not enough mana? Why does it say not enough mana? Okay. How much mana do I need? I can't keep regen active at the same time that I have water walking, I think. So I think, and I wish that I had checked this because I couldn't figure it out, but it's not showing how much of my mana bar is going to get eaten up by this, but it is going to eat up some amount of my mana bar. So I need to be better than that. I need to... My concern is that it's not a percentage of my mana bar, and I just need to have an amount of mana in play, and I currently don't have that amount of mana, so I'm going to get burned. Okay, so we are going to dive to here. This is a very solid attempt so far. That's really, really sad. And we can't test the thing! He went down at the exact wrong time. But yeah, this is working as proof of concept. We do need to get more endurance on you, because we specifically... actually, no, these two are also both... Well, actually, your endurance doesn't matter that much. because it doesn't matter how negative you go. If you're negative at all, it's over. Actually, I already have the heal spell. So if I get body skill on Ulrun, I can immediately start casting that. We're going to try this again. We're going to jump in here. We're going to immediately start casting. We do want to have a steep angle if possible. And it does look like we can get through large portions of this without taking any damage. So I do think that this is the route that we need to take. Unfortunately, damn, that wasn't enough. I saw it go off on that person. I'm like, this might be it. Nope. I had too low HP for that to work. We're gonna try this again. We have an unconscious person. We have another 2 unconscious people. GG. And I do think that jump will make this not just technically feasible, but actually very feasible. I think this will work fine with jump, because I'm going to have so much more HP to play with if I jump across half of this gap that I think it'll be okay. The other concern that I have is I'm actually not sure I can reserve enough mana to do it. I might need to unreserve regen in advance of this, and I won't be able to test that unless I... Please don't walk right to me. Okay. One person's unconscious and not dead. Oops. God damn it, you're unconscious instantaneously. Damn it. Oh man, so much damage came in right as I hit the door. Which makes sense, because I had not gotten hit. So presumably the timing was such that I was about to get hit with all the effects that normally hit me a little bit earlier. So... It still says not enough mana. Okay, so regen is no longer active, which means that we need... I'm just happy that I got that test. So, we have to disable regen. We cannot have the regen spell in play while we do this. So, we're going to need to regen our mana back up to full. I'm going to go just do that over here. I don't know how much... do I even have... I don't have meditation on you. Is the temple open? I wonder if the temple's open. I'm going to find out if the temple's open. If the temple's open, we might be able to... Look, 5 to 1. We just barely missed the temple. Rough. Alright. There we go. So, we now will hopefully be able to do it. I think that we'll be able to do it. I think that we probably needed to reserve like 20 or something like that. And we just didn't have the 20. We had 16. So I'm glad that we tested it, but I also think we've had close enough calls here that I think that it's feasible. I think we can do this. And if we can do this part here will allow us to make the rest of it work. This island is workable as long as we can, get water walking before we have to actually make serious attempts at the island itself. I fully believe that. Fully believe that. Do I want a different angle of approach? I feel like I'm taking more damage than I was just now. Am I approaching from a different angle? Yeah. Was I going from here? Don't judge me. Okay. I'm actually going to wait for 2 ticks instead of 1 tick. Yeah, look at that. I have HP. lot of it. He's alive. Fucking clutch. I didn't even get the chance to get the water walking off. Oh, man. Okay, let's do it. The other thing is that I actually don't have enough... Oh, wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? I don't fucking need Bless. What am I doing? I should have so much more mana to play with. Do I want to walk all the way back? I don't need to. This is actually coming very fast. Okay, so we're going to save this. If I have to... I'll just wait a couple seconds. All right, this is enough probably. We're going to go ahead and jump in. Because I only had like enough mana to cast like a couple of heals before running out completely, so... Okay, we got the hit stun on that Goblin King too. Okay. Damn it! I didn't get the opportunity to even check if I can cast it. I'm fairly sure that I can, but I'm not 100% sure that I can. I'm almost positive, but I'm not positive. Oh god. Oh god. Stop healing her. Stop healing her. Okay. Oh, life is sad. Boop. Okay. My healer's down. Okay. We're just gonna make attempts at this. We got this. We've gotten really close in the past, and now we just need to make it actually happen. I think that we can make this happen. Shit. Having to take my hand off the keyboard put me one heal behind where I should be right now. Okay, hopefully... No, because I can't do the training, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I am happy to keep trying to do this without jump. I actually do think that with jump this is reasonable, but it's very late, so it's not like... I would basically have to advance time to morning, because I don't have anything else to do. So I would prefer not to just wait on that if I feel like I can do this. And I do kind of feel like I can do this, even though I've had several really, really bad attempts back to back. I could try doing this angle, which I don't think this is a good angle. I think this is a bad angle. Because this is going to take me almost directly toward them, so I'm not going to be dodging as many attacks with this angle. So I don't think that that's a good angle. I think I want to have... Because I think these are all roughly equidistant. Like, I think these three peaks are in about the same place, right? So, this one is not. This is the one that I was jumping off of a while back, but these ones I think are pretty similar. So, turning away there might have been a mistake. I took at least a couple more ticks there. Okay, we got... Please? Okay. We can cast the spell. The spell can be cast right now. So, water walking is going to work if we can get the spell and get the fuck out of here. I don't have confirmation that it's feasible for me to get out, but getting out is actually easier than getting in. Because I just have to go around the back of this building, and if I get around the back of the building, I'm going to take massively less damage for at least a few seconds. And if I can start getting some distance using that, I think that it'll work. That being said, I had several good, like really good attempts just now. I can't get across here, right? I think we've established that I can't like get from here to here. So I can't pull too many more of them to this coastline. It would be really nice to be able to pull more of them to the coastline. Everything is closed right now, I think.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think we might just need to wait until morning. I'm going to basically do a little bit of work here trying to get this, because I say that I don't have anything to do until morning, but that's actually not true. If I go over to the other side here, I can try to pull more of the pack to a more optimal position, which is not just like waiting and killing time, it's actually helping me to prep the field for this. So I think that that's what I'm going to do. We're going to basically try to get the enemies that are here to be more over here, and in particular, more far away on all the angles at the same time. Alright, we got them pulled a little bit. How much did we get you pulled? Because now that we have better, like, healing throughput as well. Though, actually, I guess because we have less mana efficiency, our healing throughput's down a little bit. Did that help us at all? I don't actually know if that helped us at all, really. We can't really go that deep. So I don't think that going out and doing that again is going to help. We could get staff, actually. Is expert staff a thing that I would want to grab right now? No, because I want to look. There's a bunch of different spells that are potentially going to be useful. So it's 3 o'clock. We have to heal up again. Are there any fountains or anything that I can make use of right now? I could do the volcano. Yeah, let's do the volcano. It doesn't take that long for me to heal up, actually. So we're going to go to the volcano and get the volcano done. That'll kill a little bit of time. Yeah, we have things to do until morning. So we're going to get a bunch of stuff done before morning. I kind of wanted to just do it the way that I was doing it because I felt like it was feasible. And it still is feasible, I think. It would take a long time to do, potentially. It might take like an hour. We don't have an hour. We have 13 minutes. So it could take, one attempt. You don't know, right, how long it's going to take because... oh, right. I need to recast Regeneration. So we're going to cast Regeneration. We're going to keep that active for now. And that'll be useful.
But a scratch.
Then we just climb up the mountain. Can we just walk up this? Yeah. So we're going to walk up this. This is going to kill more time than you'd expect just because you have to climb up both sides of the mountain. And... wait, weren't there horseshoes in here before? There we go. There we go. Okay, so we got both the horseshoes. So we have 8 skill points that we can add to the tally for somebody if we feel like that'll help. I'd prefer to hold on to them because I don't know how many levels I'm going to get in Dagger Wound Island, for example. And I would prefer to have... that did not take very long at all, actually. It usually takes way longer for me to get out of those calderas. Okay. Jumping across.
Ow. Ow.
There we go. So, we've done this. We don't have a lot of... we don't have a lot more money coming in. Well, we could have a lot of money coming in. It depends. If we could kill the entire pack of Goblin Kings, that would be worth probably a decent amount. We also have a bunch of loot to sell.
I don't know.
I don't think it's going to sell for very much money, but we can sell it. Let's do this. How close are we to 5? We're actually almost to 5. So the things that we're going to do are we're going to pick up meditation, I believe, was something we were going to pick up. And we're going to try to pick up jump. If jump isn't here, that's going to be unfortunate for us. But
Not open
yeah,
yet.
it does open at 5, so I don't have to worry about it opening later and screwing me over in that way. I'd love to get expert bodybuilding while I'm here, which is going to be a lot harder if I put 2 points into the perception. Oops. That being said, I feel like we'll be able to maybe get 2 more levels. We have a boss, and then we have an enormous number of the top tier enemies here. And so I feel like there's a decent chance that we'll level up one more time on top of that. If we can get that 1 extra level, I think that'll be a huge advantage to our playthrough. Anything else I need to do? I don't think so. Sortira's going to need to... The other thing I can check for is it meditation? The spell? I don't remember. But yeah, we can check for that stuff. Okay, it's now 5 o'clock. We can save it up. Let's check
Magic of fire, air, water,
jump
earth.
and shield. We can technically cast shield. Shield is technically possible. We're going to save this under danger because we now have a very
Air, water, and earth.
coherent setup for this. We get expert air magic. We get jump. How much does jump cost to cast? I guess I can't check it, can I? We're going to get up to expert. We're going to see what we can do. We're going to need to remove torchlight eventually, but we don't need to do it right this moment. And you are standing directly in my path to the doorway, which is cool. Okay. Air expert. We still have a grand available.
Great.
How much does jump cost? It only costs 5. That's way cheaper than I was expecting it to cost. So, we will deactivate this. And you just don't have any mono regen, do you? I don't think you have any mono regen. Okay. So, I can jump both. I can jump twice with this setup, which means that I could hypothetically set this as my ready spell, and then as soon as I take my first tick of damage, I just start spamming S to jump into the place. Can we get... We can get meditation here. Do we want to pick up meditation? We could get 1 point of meditation. That'll give us a little bit of mana regen. We don't have very much mana to play with in the first place. We can also get you meditation. We can't get you meditation. Do we take meditation? Or do we have other stuff that we need? I think... we're going to ignore meditation for now. I don't want to cut it that close. So, are we continuing to save into danger? Is that what we're doing? We got what we needed from the Elemental Guild, so it doesn't matter. So we're going to do this. I don't remember what the fuck I was thinking about. I was thinking about whether I wanted this or shield. This is much more important than shield. Shield is irrelevant compared to this. So empower magic. Increases spell damage. Water walk. That would be crazy good to have. And let's see. What else do we need? Honestly, I think we're golden because we're not going to want to use any mana on this character to use healing because we want to invest that mana into casting jump instead. So, with that being the case, I think this is about as good as we're going to get in terms of our ability to navigate this space without dying. So we're going to save the game. We're going to jump across the gap into the water first. And we're actually not going to cast another jump spell yet. Yep, actually, I lied. We are. And we can potentially jump pretty much the entire way, actually. So let's jump across, and then we can jump immediately again. We have like full fucking mana. What the fuck? Okay, that's interesting. Fuck, I just cast a heal. So if we use jump, we can basically like skip the water damage, it looks like. We have regen active. Let's... We might be better off fighting. I think we're better off fighting. So, if we go with a fighting strategy, we want to get to here. And that guy is... I wonder if he's going to show up consistently. If he shows up consistently, then we're probably in trouble. Paladin's down immediately, so... Okay. I could also jump on top of the roof. That would be funny. I don't think these roofs are big enough for jumping on top of them to do anything useful for me. It won't block line of sight from enough enemies. The one issue with the fight strategy is that it does require that we come to a position that is it's an angle where we're going to get hit, right? So I think that one thing that we could do is because we're actually taking quite a lot of damage here even without the water damage, which is a little surprising. I'm not sure why. Okay, we're in the clear, basically, as long as we can get this... We don't... Oh, shit, we have regen active. We have regen active. We don't have anywhere near enough mana. We need 4 more mana to be able to cast Water Walking. We've transitioned to a fighting strat because what else are we gonna do? Alright, I need to turn off regen because the reason that I didn't turn off regen just now is because I need meditation on this character, actually. This character does need meditation. I need to pick that up. So we can get meditation. No, I can't pick up meditation on this character. That's not a thing I can do. Never mind. So, no meditation available, which means they don't have any passive mana regen, period. Interesting. So we will be fully reliant on this thing to get our mana back,